Hi guys, it's Megan. Full transparency, I am taking this video while driving, but while I'm moving the car, I won't be looking at the screen. I just kind of wanted to make a video while I drove home talking. I'm testing this out. I don't know if it's a great idea because it might not be very interesting, but at the same time, I've been doing the 5 and 35 videos for the beginning of my 35th year, and not that the year is completely over yet, but I kind of stalled out and stopped making them. And I think part of it was I was sitting in a parking lot at the end of my day trying to either get caught up on the videos from the day before or whatnot. Once I get home, I don't feel like I have time to look at my phone or call friends on the phone. I've pretty much been putting my phone aside as soon as I make it home. And so it's one of those things where it's like, well, if I want to make videos or I want to express myself, when is my opportunity? And I just use my window wiper, and I wonder if it shows up or you can hear it. It is lightly raining this Seattle day. But yeah, I guess the content of what I want to talk about today was kind of just like a place mark of like where I am right now. I'm still 35. I'm 5.5 months postpartum, mother to an infant, business person, I guess, because I still work a 40-hour job. I'm commuting to work, and it's about a 45-minute commute each way. So, I'm in the car a lot. I'm at a stop sign, so I'm gonna look at your beautiful faces. No, you're looking at mine. But it's like, you think about like, what do you want to blog about? What does your voice add to the world? And sometimes I really struggle with imposter syndrome. Like, what could I possibly say that has any authority that I should be giving people advice or sharing? I mean, it's really just like, I want to blog about I want to blog about slice of life kind of stuff, and my life's not that interesting. My authority on subjects are hobby level, if anything. It's just kind of a struggle. And then it's like, well, what could I blog about consistently that I'm passionate enough about to actually do? And so, I've been thinking about this for quite a long time. My 5 and 35 videos were really just for me to kind of have a place to like verbally vomit everything I thought that day or what was important or noteworthy, because as I was a pregnant person with a very forgetful mind, and I'm still a very forgetful parent, I haven't regained sleep yet. So it's just one of those things where it's like, how do you develop who you are? Because everyone wants to just put forward this product that's shiny and perfect, and that's not me right now. I barely have time to shower. I'm coping and surviving as a person. I'm not thriving or feel like I'm in any place to put myself out there as a product, if that makes sense. I feel like everything is commercialized right now in our society, and that's something I struggle with too, because it's like, if I am really excited about something and I want to talk about it, am I a shill? Like, is that what we are? Like, we're just shills to the products we use, because we have nothing interesting to add of ourselves. But it's not that I believe that 100%, but at the same time, like, when I make a list of what would I want to blog about, what could I blog about? And it's like, the things I do consistently right now in my life, I can blog about parenting stuff. I can blog about my passions, which are weird, and I don't know if they're interesting to anybody, but I paint my nails once a week, so I love talking about my nails. I love looking at Seattle real estate. So even though I'm no longer buying a house, which is what all my 5 for 35 videos were about, the struggle there, I still look at houses, and I both want to blog about things in my local house area as well as Seattle real estate, which is stupidly expensive for the shit that it is. So I don't know if that's interesting, but that's definitely something I have a lot to say about. Me and my mom cook Blue Apron recipes together, and so I could talk weekly about our Blue Apron meals and other things. Like, I should be eating a PCOS diet, and I'm not, but if I was, I could blog about the recipes I'm trying. Like, I tried to make a Dutch baby the other week without using flour, because avoiding gluten is something encouraged with PCOS, and it came out okay, but it also didn't come out good. And so I was like, I would talk about, my Dutch baby that was made with coconut flour and oat flour instead of and this is where I'm like, this is how I'm not an expert, because I want to call it flour. But I mean, if everything is a flour, what's the flour made from actual? Like, okay, I need to stop and move on. But so it's like, I'm a big dum-dum goofball. I'm not an expert, but I feel I have a lot of personality and things I am passionate about and would love to write about. And so I'm struggling. I would love to somehow reboot 8-Bit Healy and sew again, quilt, share that kind of stuff. But at the same time, that's much farther away than the previous topics, that I'm mulling around in my head. So the question is, do I start like a personal blog that I can work on getting into a good groove for content put outness, and then once I get into a place emotionally that I can delve into 8-Bit Healy stuff, I'll have a more refined product and thought of who I am. And so that's what I've been thinking about today. That's kind of what I wanted to make a video talking about. My life is good. My birthday's coming up in, what is it? It's April right now, so May, June, July. So technically I've got like 2.5 months until my 5 and 35 video experiment would be ending, but I'm not even sure I really want to do that. Like, I've been talking for 7.5 minutes, and so part of me, this is what I'm thinking, part of me wants to do like videos while I drive home, because I don't think I'm being a bad driver right now. I'm gonna rewatch this after I get home and see what I think about videos where I'm not really making eye contact, but being a safe driver is more important to me than appropriate eye contact with the camera. And as you can see, my cell phone hands-free carrier thing that hooks to my car's air conditioner, it kind of angles right at my face, so it's perfectly appropriate placement-wise. But yeah, again, these videos might be very boring, and I'm not really sure who would watch them, but at the same time, I want to make them. And part of that morbidity is because I have a child, and you don't know if you're going to live forever. And I would kind of like a record of who I am on video and blogs and personal journals, because if I don't live long enough for my son to get to know me, I would like there to be a way for him to access me. And digital content on the internet's one of those easy peasy ways. So I know that's a little morbid, but it's something I think about. I lost my father when I was 12, and so it's pretty big in my mind on, I wish I had videos of my dad, but I don't. I mean, maybe we do somewhere, but not easily to access. So I'll stop being morbid now. But that's one of the reasons why I like doing vlogs so much, even if they're boring and no one ever watches them. Things to talk about. I'm wearing Le Tote right now. I really like this jacket. When I take it home, I'm going to take it off and look at the brand. So what I've been doing with my, I rent my wardrobe, and I like talking about renting my clothes, even if I'm not a fashionista in the least. But what I've been doing is, after I rent my 3 outfits a week, I go to the thrift store, and inspired by the outfits that I received in the mail, I'm looking for replacement similar pieces. And generally, I don't find anything similar. But it's kind of like a quest, like, well, let's go to Goodwill and see what we can find. And I think I went to Goodwill on Monday and I might have spent $40. Like, that's not saving money at all if you just go bonkers. But I did buy a pair of shoes, a purse, 2 sweaters. I feel like there was more. Oh, and 2 dresses. So, that's a decent haul of clothing for $40. I don't know. So yeah, there's just all these like really random thoughts I have about things that interest me and that I find exciting. And you got to put yourself out there. And like I said, you got to refine yourself, or else you don't really know what kind of product you're eventually going to come to that you're selling. That being said, like I said, I don't want to feel like I have any authority on fashion or any authority on the products that I like using, other than I'm just a consumer that gets excited about them. Like, I made a couple videos earlier this week of me and my mom's nail polish, and I'm like, I'm not a beautician. I don't truly know if this product is good for my skin or the earth that we live on, or if it, is made through a really messy, environmentally disastrous way. Like, I just feel like I don't know enough about the product, but I can say, oh my god, guys, look at my nails, they're so pretty. And so it's just a struggle on identity maybe, but I don't know. I love you guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm still driving in Seattle right now, but you guys are awesome.